I don't know. Like they just have a way of fucking grabbing your heartstrings and mind and fucking making you think about stuff. But it's a positive message, which is
It always is, yeah.
really.
Hey up, welcome to Metal Review Cast, and today we're going to be reviewing Drowned in Emotion by Caskets, and also doing beer review as well.
Beer review. That's Buxton Lurpus.
Brewery.
Is it?
Citra.
Very very nice.
Coffee
Just like to
review
say
cast.
as well, just as you can probably see here, this isn't Casket Review Cast. It is Metal Review Cast.
Yeah.
And we're not sponsored by Caskets. We actually rep their shit.
Buy our merch ourselves.
Buy their merch. Yeah, we buy our merch off them.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
Get your merch.
Yeah.
Support the bands. Give them some fucking love.
All right, I'm going to have to do an Anton and turn around. Which way is the best way to turn around?
Yeah, there you go. You got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Swole Patrol.
In reality, I should just put the pictures up that I also posted because they're better. They'll go up too. If I remember, I probably won't.
Also, I think my camera's backwards, so it says the same thing as their custom vests.
Custom vest.
Yeah,
I guess
dropped
it's
it
alright,
in.
but yeah, the fourth and final single before the album comes out.
Yeah.
This is nice.
This is a little sneaky preview as well, isn't it? At time of recording.
It is, yes. I appreciate that, and I think
Thank you very much, boys.
this is going to be a long one. I can feel it already. So get ready, eat coffees, because this is going to be a fucking long one. But I appreciate that they reached out to us. You know, we always chat to the guys. They're always really nice to us. You know, the fact they did Anton and I fucking custom vests.
Yeah.
Because we've been asking for 2 years since the Manchester gig. You know, Anton cut his own shirt. He was like, I'm just going to cut this, guys, at the gig. Because I just started cutting my own shirts. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to cut this one then.
Yeah, man, because it was a sick design. It was back when they were captives, and it's got the big flower at the back.
Yeah.
I still love that t-shirt, but
It was great.
well, vest. But but now I've got a proper vest.
Exactly. I got the cut off tee.
I need one as well.
And I've got the muscle vest.
You're hidden away because it's also a muscle review cast, and we didn't want people to see that you haven't got the muscle that me and Sean's.
Yeah, and I've not been gym.
We're not vain, we promise.
Start going again.
I mean, I'm vain around like my arms. Everything else, I'm not.
Yeah, you still have your arms.
Bit of moves.
Even though you're a bit like. You're a bit podgier, not podgier, but like softer, that's the word.
I've got my shoulders.
You still have your arms, yeah.
My traps.
I was trying to think what the word was. He's softer, but yeah, he always has.
Soft.
Honestly, Anton could like lose all ounce of muscle and his arms would stay. I'm actually certain of it.
A little weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Johnny Bravo or some shit.
Anyway, deflecting from a shit chatting review cast.
That's why I like us.
Yeah. This is a new Casket song.
It is. Just getting everybody warmed up for the rest of the show.
Yeah. And before we run on a tangent, what was I going to say? Yeah, we appreciate that we have the early release as well, so that we can get a review ready for them. Just because we're not big. We're not bothered about being big, which I know is a weird thing to say. We're not bothered about followers. We're doing it for the love, and that's it. So they obviously appreciate that despite we're a small channel and we're probably going to offer absolutely nothing to them in terms of views.
Yeah.
They obviously like our opinion. So it's nice. So thank you. They don't have to reach out to people like us because we mean not mean nothing, but we're not going to actually help promote them at all because we don't have.
We have a little footprint.
Yeah. So always appreciate that. I'm going to stop waffling because. Of us, we'll end up talking about something else.
Be good there.
I'm gonna pause this like 600 times, so get ready. I'm pausing it already. Firstly, what venue is this? I can't work it out. I've tried to Google where this is, assuming it would be Leeds or something. But it doesn't look like the theatre that's the main theatre in Leeds. I've tried York. I've tried Bradford. Can't work it out.
The thingy that we went to for the Five Finger Death Punch one, I forgot what it's called.
No, that's not theatre. That's the fucking hell. The arena, Leeds Arena.
Arena, yeah.
I don't think that's the arena. It's got like old chairs and shit in it. It's definitely like a theatre. It might be the West Yorkshire Playhouse.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by because it's got some nice detail around the edge. Because I've been to quite a few theatres, obviously in London. I was just quite intrigued by the detail. I thought it was quite nice. So I think that's one of the things that got me as well.
It could be the Playhouse. Don't know. I'll have to double check.
Yeah, please let us know because I can't find it. I've been googling it.
I'm also enjoying this so far. It's very different to what Captives usually do.
Caskets.
Based on
Caskets.
Caskets. It's because you said it earlier. It's very different to what Caskets usually do. So
okay, I like that because me and Anton have obviously discussed this. Well, we discussed it last night at 3 a.m. because we don't sleep. But yeah, I think one of the things was it's a bit pacier for them, and you can tell that from the start. So we're gonna go back and start it from the start anyway, so we can let it run for a little bit longer.
Pause it. No, only joking.
Yeah, just because I saw a chandelier, and maybe that'll help me.
Oh no, it's not the Playhouse. Oh, it might be.
I'll pause it out and go back a little bit so we can build up to that again. When I heard this, I have to admit, I think I'm struggling to decide between Glass Heart and this, but I think this could be my favourite track so far. Just love the pacing. The drumming is cool as well. There's some really nice parts of the drumming that I really like in this.
Well, you know my thoughts already, Sean, but for me, as a song, I feel for me anyway, at least, I feel this is more complete. And a lot of the things kind of align to the stuff that I like in this kind of music. And it's I hate to say it, but for me, one of the main things is that it's less predictable. And I'm not saying that Caskets are potentially predictable, but they have their sound.
They have a formula,
they have a formula, and you kind of know how it's going to play out. And the choruses are typically very, very catchy, which is great. And I'm all for catchy choruses. However, this one makes me listen because I can't automatically just understand where the fuck Matt's going to go with his vocals with it, because it's a little bit different. I just like the composition of it. For me, it's a strong tune. Is it better than Glass Heart?
No, I love Glass Heart so much.
I don't know whether it's better.
Yeah.
They lean to different things.
That's it.
Yeah, you can't really compare it. They're two different styles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when we were discussing it last night, we were both pretty much in sync. We were like, to be honest, we weren't like, we love The Only Ones, don't get us wrong. The Only Ones is amazing, like the emotional journey, the story it takes you on. But the way the song is created, I thought it was quite similar to Glass Heart, and I just have a preference for Glass Heart. And I liked Lost in Echoes. I know Lost in Echoes was probably a little bit more diverse for some of the fan base, because I saw the odd comment that were like, I'm not really feeling this, but I guess it's the 80s synthwave style.
I love
but I loved, exactly. So, I want them to know that we loved that. Like, I like the fact that they took a risk. They didn't just go, maybe just play it safe, maybe take the 80s style away from it and just kind of make it a standardized song. They went, no, let's do it as the second single. So, but yeah, this caught me because of the pacing. And
I think if this was comparable to The Only One, now I would say that I prefer this to The Only Ones, just because I found The Only Ones great as a tune, but very, I guess, it's really hard to say it, but it just felt very, it just on the line. It was I was on the fence with it in terms of, it wasn't their greatest tune. It was a brilliant tune, just not the greatest. Whereas I find that this is really fucking solid.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I actually like as well I like what they've done with the ordering as well. Like Glass Heart, they started off there, then they did something a little bit different. Then they went back to their formula in The Only Ones, and now they've done something different. And that's the 4 singles you're gonna get before. But that's awesome. I like that. Like I think just the way they've done it as well is good. They didn't just go, oh, maybe you just release 4 similar songs where that's our formula, and we know it's probably going to work a little bit better, and we're not going to divide any of the fan base. So yeah, fair play, boys.
Another thing, just before we hit play again, they've gone a little bit different with the kind of the branding and the yellows and stuff. It's not as prevalent, but it's more subtle. Although the ring that they put on the ballerina's finger is not as mustard yellow as their branding is. Maybe they've run out of mustard yellow props. they've used all the yellow in the working world. But yeah, like it's a little bit different with this video being a bit more subtle. And whoever the ballerina is, she's brilliant. Very, very emotional, and they managed to capture it.
Yeah. Speaking of the yellow though, and there's a little bit in that shot. Chris's shoes match his guitar, which are mustard yellow, so just saying.
Oi, no, you're a dickhead. This is my podcast. You lot have been waffling for 10 minutes. Haven't had a chance to say it, and you just played it.
Yeah, we were ready to go.
Kick you off, dickhead.
You can't kick off stuff, because Corey will beat you up.
True. I've got a different opinion. I actually can't compare it to anything else, because it's because of how different it is. It's like more like, I don't know how to say it, like more bouncy, like more funky kind of thing. If you
you could be
chorus wise, you
could be in a gig and you're just bopping around with everyone, like having a fucking great time.
Yeah. But it's still, you can't compare it because it's different, but it's also just as solid as the other ones as well.
Yeah,
and it just shows the diversity that Captives can do. I mean, Caskets can do. You've set me off now. That Caskets can do.
We're gonna get sued now.
And still, I know, and still keep solid.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's it. They didn't need to do these other songs. They could have stuck to a formula, which a lot of bands do. But they kind of picked 4 songs that all, I'd say, I still think Glass Heart's the only ones kind of follow the similar formula, and then you got this, Lost in Echoes, and then the other 2 where they're kind of all a little bit different from each other. So it's cool that they, I just like the pacing, as you say. So
and like with the single releases, they've done it kind of like album orders, where they've done it in specific orders to make you to throw you off for what's going to be next, which isn't usually done with singles. They just throw them out usually. So I rate the effort that's gone into that.
Yeah, it's really good.
Are we allowed to hit play now, Leo?
Yes.
Before we go
gonna pause it quickly.
It's very epic. It's very epic.
Right. Every time Chris has to spin his guitar. Every single time, just pointing out. I'm gonna make a video of this. I'm gonna grab one from everything and I'm gonna put it on our channel.
The background light in the seats is yellow.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
I wonder if that's men or that's just like the theatre lighting that the walls are just yellow and they just have.
Or they've gone out for a hunt to find a theatre in the country that has yellow walls.
Yeah, because I couldn't find a theatre up north. It probably is, but I wasn't sure.
Oh man.
Yeah, it is really epic, isn't it? There's some like really epic portions.
Yeah, without too much, and like we talk a lot about ambience and things like that and build-ups to epicness.
Yeah,
but I think there's an ambience throughout the whole track, but it's not that makes it. It's just the sheer power in the way that they're delivering that message. Like when they stop and then he throws his vocals in just before the chorus drops, and then it widens out. It's just really good.
Despite the different like pacing as well, they just kind of let Matt do his vocal style in the same way that he always does, and it works so well. And also there's Matt's new tattoo that you can see a little bit of, but on his forearm. But yeah,
I'm so jealous of pale skinned people, man. Like you see my dragon Rufus here, because I've got fucking dark skin. it looks like my fucking. It looks like it's fading.
Yeah.
Like if I get closer, it's cool.
Can't
but
see
like,
the blue eyes.
It's mad. Fucking white people. Song's naughty, man.
I'll pause it quickly before we get to our next portion. Yeah, I think that's another thing that caught me. It was the two breakdowns that they incorporated. Is like very unheard of for them. It's not usually the kind of route they go down, and I loved it. I just loved it because it just caught me off guard.
Yeah,
exactly.
I would say it's kind of like, hi guys, we can get technical.
Yeah,
don't you worry.
We'll get a little heavier if you want.
I feel like that's part of what makes the epicness so epic. They're just throwing epic things without you expecting it.
Yeah,
and
I think
brilliant.
More and more as I watched the video, like I obviously I've watched it a few times and listened to it a few times, but today with renewed eyes, I'm watching it, and it actually grabs me really quite emotionally, and that's because I think all of us can associate with what this actual video and song is kind of projecting, and that's that anxiety before you're doing something that you're not necessarily comfortable with, but you have to do.
That's actually really good to hear, because I wrote something anyway, but I'll let you continue.
Yeah, and what they're doing to overcome that is having a token of something that is familiar to them to put on to kind of make them feel comfortable, so they can go on and do what they're not comfortable doing to get to the other side. And you see the elation in the face and the different, of the characters, of the vocal speaker, the ballerina, the pianist, And I can relate to that even myself doing my job. I'm putting myself in situations which I fucking really find uncomfortable, but I have to do, and I'm choking up, and I find certain things to help me overcome that.
Yeah.
And so I can totally relate to that. And the way that it's done, and it does it like over the course of the video. It's just
So I was writing my thoughts down just before this to send to Chris to let him know like what I felt the video meant, and I'd literally put my take on a video was that the nerves, the anxiety before you do something, whether that's getting on stage or anything in life, are always there. Yet this one item given, and it looks like it's from different generations, I guess. Maybe that's the grandma, the mother, the daughter, and they all use the exact same piece. Yeah, basically through their entire life, this one piece. And you know what people, when people say like, imagine the audience naked, that kind of stupid shit. This is just a different way of doing it, but in a more sensible way of like, I feel I'm basically a superhero. If I put this on, I can do anything I want.
Yeah.
So I had the exact same thought. I literally wrote this down ready to send to Chris. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to wait till I watch the video one more time just to see if I get a different opinion when we start to break it down. Because when you're just listening to it, like I had the same thoughts, but you just never know if you're like, maybe I'm missing something. But
well, there you go.
yeah, I
The
wrote.
thing is with me, I saw it differently. So because I've had no sleep, I was confused what the video is, but now I understand it. But yeah,
I mean, that's honest.
I mean, but yeah, now you guys have explained it, I really do see it like that, and it's like it's not only going with the theme of the song, it's also helping people relate to it because it's obviously such like a common thing that
Yeah, absolutely.
everyone will experience at least at some point in their life. It helps you relate to it, and it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, and yeah, it definitely seems like from my opinion, it might not be, but it seems like a generational thing. I think the way they're portraying it, anyway.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Before we hit play, I think we should go into the other room and sort the cameras out. I've unlocked it because we're about to time out.
Oh, this happened
true.
already.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties. Alright, I'll just put that thing I've got on there now.
Because it took Sean fucking 20 minutes to set this up.
And we had a fucking nice long intro.
Yeah, true.
Which, boom.
There we go.
We're back. Whether I put something on there, we'll find out later. Right, I'm going to go back a tiny bit, and then we'll play out the song.
Oh, it gives me chills at the end.
So good.
That was fucking phenomenal.
Life is art visuals. Solid work on the video.
Yeah.
Even the message at the end, man. Like, I don't know. Like, they just have a way of fucking grabbing your heartstrings and mind and fucking making you think about stuff. But it's a positive message, which is
It always is, yeah.
really good. You know what I mean? Like, it's sad and emotional, but it's also a positive message.
Yeah.
And I think the more that people listen to this type of music and what they're saying, I think the more people can recognize that in every facet of our life we have these things, these challenges and emotions, and there's ways to overcome it if you try, you know. And that's what I get from this.
Yeah. No, I the exact same. Like, you know, with my tattoos as well, and being like basically a fucking, I am basically just a book that people can read. There's something on my back, there's something on my chest, like wherever you go, there's something you can read. And I do get it all the time as well, where I'm like, oh, you're quite emo, and I'm like, no, I love life. And I was like, why have you got like, I found God clutching a razor blades look at the fucking mess he made and shit on you. And it's like, because our world is a fucking mess, but that doesn't mean I don't love life. Like, I absolutely love life. And that's what I always find with these bands is that, you know, they enjoy life. They love what they're doing. You know, they love the fans. They're so happy that the fans, you know, enjoy the music. And like, there's a lot of people that look at it in such a negative aspect and go, oh, they're a bit emo, or they're a bit negative, or, you know, and all of this. But it's not. They're actually trying to portray a positive message. And I think that's why we're part of this, you know, this kind of scene, the metal scene and rock and everything, because everyone is the same. We see the positivity in the messages because it helps us through life, not because it's, oh, really emo, I'm really down and negative. I like the fact that the lyrics are a bit...
Yeah, we turn positives into negatives. I mean, negatives into positives.
God, you really are sleepy, aren't you?
yeah. This coffee's not kicked in yet.
Oh, yeah, next video.
I think it's important that, you know, you have to recognize faults and shit in life and society and everything else in order for you to take the good out of it. You know, if you ignore all these negatives, you're just kind of putting it in a box and eventually they come out and fucking affect you. But if you recognize it all, you can do something about it, or you can go, I'm not part of that. I really don't like that shit. Or you can work with it to get something positive out of it. It's absolutely what you're saying, Sean. Like,
yeah,
you know, whether you love life or not, you know, we all have these things that we go through and see and visit and experience. But if you hold yourself back and don't talk about it, nothing good is ever going to come of it. That's why there's therapists and shit like that. As you go talk to a therapist, you're getting all this shit out. Yeah, we've said it time and time again about music and shit. Like, you know, they are generally a soundboard of emotion. People projecting their thoughts and feelings onto paper so they can, you know, they can talk to the paper if there's nothing else. You know. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. You know me, I'm deep when it comes to the emotional shit, man. The fucking Caskets, bastards.
Yeah.
They've done me.
That's it. It's called Drowned in Emotion for a reason, isn't it? So
yeah. And that bolsters the message even more for me, is why I love this tune, and I feel it's one of their strongest ones. Just because of the delivery, the message it portrays, and even the video. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I really like the video. Because that was the other thing I'm going to send over as well. So I mentioned that what I like about the video is they always have like a big old story that you follow. And the odd occasion, so Lost in Echoes didn't, obviously, from the video perspective. And although this does, I like the fact they're on stage and they're flicking between both. You know, like usually it's like, it might be like Matt's part of it or Glass Heart, where, you know, they're all part of the story and some of them are sat down on the little desks and stuff like that. Yeah. So in this scenario, it's just a little bit different where, it's almost like the In Retrospect one as well that we quite enjoyed, Collide Collapse, where they were on stage in the theatre and then they had the were they dancers? I think they were dancers.
Yeah, they were,
just like kind of portraying the story for them and conveying the story. So I was like, yeah, it's a little bit different because, again, like the only ones they had like a huge story where you're following the journey the whole way through, but part of it is just, a lot of this is just them on stage and the other people on stage. It was a nice...
Still though, the amount of effort they put into their videos is fucking crazy. Like, I'm just in disbelief. Like, as Sean was saying, this one isn't as like, this one's just them on stage and dancers on stage, but it's still so much effort that's gone into the video, and they always put so much effort in.
Yeah, they really thought that out as well, where the scenes are going to be that they come in, and then the other people, the dancer, the pianist, you know, stuff come in. And
yeah, like if you look at the only ones, I genuinely thought that the room that they were in was an actual part of a house. But it's not. It's actually it's like a temporary fucking setup of fucking wooden panels that's in the middle of a field somewhere.
Yeah, that's ready to get set alight.
That's ready to get set alight. And I was like, holy shit!
Yeah,
even the sofa wasn't real. It was like some fucking bench with a throw over it.
Yeah.
But it looked in the video itself. It looks real. Like the amount of stuff that they go through and do just to get their imagery on point is next level. Like
and like in the only ones, they built a lamppost because they didn't want to set a real one on fire. They built a lamppost for that video, for that one clip of the thing on fire. It's just fucking insane, but it really makes a difference, and it shows how much effort they put in.
Yeah. Because even on this, I'm just trying to see it. Like, they obviously have lighting all around the theatre. I think I paused it on one earlier, but I can't remember where exactly. But yeah, there's just some like. There you go. There's one piece. Like, and they have.
It's not showing it for us, but it's all good.
Oh, is it not?
No.
No, it's on recording. Wait, let me play it. Did I come in?
It's in the breakdown.
Yeah, so that blue lighting that they have all around, they had it on the like James as well, where it's just going up. And it's just even those little things where there's certain like frames where you could stop on. And I think like Chris Greaves had a few pictures as well, and I'm sure he'll share a few more as well. Where it's just really nice, like even the lighting and stuff like that. You know, like they could have spent less money. They could have done a little bit less lighting and stuff like that. But they've obviously like put a whole like light show together ready for this. It's the little details. And there you go. There's Chris's guitar and his shoes.
Oh shit! Yeah, good point.
Oh yeah.
And who's the guy on the left there? He's got black and yellow fucking Adidas.
Oh, Benji, yeah.
Benji, yeah.
Oh, I want them. That's the
Black and yellow Adidas. And I've got to say, as a drummer, I really like them. So they're on stage, but they're making it as if they're in the practice rooms as well. Because you only ever see those Russian style fucking rugs underneath the drum kit in a practice room.
Yeah.
It's actually really mad that it's there.
Yeah, my dad used to have one of those in the car.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why, but those are the rugs that all drummers have in their practice rooms and everything else. They just use those. I don't know why. It's the thing.
Yeah, my dad used to have one of those. So, go on, Leo.
And then now we're just saying the fact that they've just put it there it's just fucking mad. It's nuts.
Yeah. But yeah, this is going to be a fucking long one, so we'll end it here. We've broken down the song enough, but yeah, make sure you go give them some love. Go and follow some of the boys as well.
Buy the fucking merch.
Yeah, buy the merch.
Yeah,
we say this every
100%.
fucking time, but that one piece of merch, that one vinyl, that one CD is so important in comparison to listening to the song, 500 fucking times on a platform. Just go and buy a piece of merch. It helps them out so much. You can afford to. So, but yeah, give them a follow. Like Matt's always done acoustic stuff. Like Anton's been in love with that for a few years. I saw Craig as well the other day. I think he was learning some polyphia. Well, that might have been today I saw that, which is, that's next level. Trying to learn polyphia stuff, fucking cool. So they're quite interested on social media.
Painful.
So, yeah, painful is probably
He's
the right
going to have
way.
no fingers left.
Yeah. So go give him a follow as well and give him some love. And as we say, when this is out, I say when this is out, Lars will be posted after, obviously. But yeah, make sure you go back to their video, give it a like, follow.
And check Matt's one take as well of
Lost in Echoes.
Lost in Echoes. Check it out. It's fucking unreal.
The emotion from his voice that is always portrayed. No, it's always portrayed in these videos, but is even more so because obviously there's a little bit less on his voice. It sounds like the live Matt that we hear, and that's how good he fucking is. When you hear him in a gig, good fucking God. That's the only way to explain it, so. Play us out before we keep talking.
Bye-bye.